Hi, this is Dr. Ann Louise, and I have a question for you. Have you ever felt that you were going crazy? And you were going crazy because of your hormone havoc that you experienced either through your menstrual cycle or through perimenopause, the years that are leading up to menopause itself, or whether you're in the throes of menopause or even beyond. Because it seems to me that when we go through these various changes of life, our bodies are really becoming rewired. They're becoming rewired in so many manner of facets and form that it sometimes takes time for your own system to catch up with many of these physiological changes. Well, one of the most important things you can do, and I discuss in Before the Change, what every woman needs to know about the years leading up to perimenopause, is to make sure that your hormones are actually in balance. The easiest way to do that is to take a salivary hormone test that is able to measure at least 6 hormones that I find are very important when it comes to balancing this orchestra of very sensitive arenas. Number 1 would be your estrogen. Number 2 would be your progesterone. Number 3, testosterone, the hormone of desire. Number 4 would be your DHEA, which is a hormone that is produced by the adrenal gland. And then, of course, there is cortisol as well, which is a very important hormone that is, again, produced by the adrenals when you're under stress and is known to be a fat-promoting hormone. There's also a good estrogen that this particular salivary hormone is able to address, and that is called estriol, which many women use in terms of an intravaginal cream or suppository because it's a much healthier source of estrogen than the horse estrogens which are on the market these days. Well, the other things that you can do to make sure that the change or before the change or the change after the change is really smooth going is, number 1, to make sure that you're eating the right kinds of foods. Foods are going to be your best friends when it comes to moderating your symptoms. Having the right kind of protein and especially fat. And in this regard, when it comes to hormones, I like individuals to really think about the high lignin flaxseed oil, which is an estrogen modulator in and of itself because of the lignins in the flax seeds. So a couple of tablespoons of high lignin flaxseed oil a day will kind of keep the hormones at bay. I also think it's important to lessen your sugar load, and especially those elements that are going to increase cortisol, a fat-promoting hormone that many of us seem to really start to stockpile in terms of areas right around the tummy as we get into the prime time of life. So the hormone of choice that I find very deficient when I do my own salivary hormone tests is progesterone. It seems to be the balancer of estrogen, and when you take enough progesterone, it acts as an antidepressant, it acts as an antidiuretic, it helps you sleep better, and it's also important to balance extra estrogens, which could be making you feel very irritable, very upset, and very depressed. So progesterone to the rescue, at least that's what I'm seeing on so many of my hormone-based tests that you can check out on my site. So if hormone havoc has got you down, please consider Before the Change. I think once you read that book, you'll have all the tools you need, as well as a few other tricks of the trade to make this time of your life just like a second spring. This is Dr. Ann Louise saying, I'll see you next time.